Hello YouTubers. I'm going to tell you about this choke I've got. And I'll give you a long range review on it. I've had this thing for several years now. What I did is I picked up this Remington Wingmaster 870 years ago. It had a 30-inch barrel full choke, which was great for waterfowl. But I wanted to hunt everything with it. And with the full choke, it kind of made it tough on quail and stuff like that. So what I did is I set the barrel off and had them put a poly choke on it. Those of you who don't know, poly choke is poly meaning many chokes. It's one choke with 9 different patterns. You can go all the way from, got it on extra full right now. Extra full, full, improved modified, modified, improved cylinder, slug, and then of course it says extra full and full again, which is actually one that's bigger than the bore. There's actually 2 I think that are bigger than the regular 12 gauge bore, the spreader patterns. And they got 2 models, one that just ends right here, and then you got one with the fancy ventilated section on it, like this one. Now to clean it, when you go to clean the gun, you just unscrew it, comes off like that. You can clean this part and this part here. You see the design of this, it just simply squeezes in. The tighter you make this, the tighter it squeezes in, which is really good for lead shot. Now it's made to handle steel shot and all the shot types. However, I wouldn't recommend shooting large steel pellets through it with it turned to a tight setting. I just don't think it's a good idea. And in my experience, this thing patterns, I mean, it works perfectly with lead shot. Each choke setting is a different size pattern. It responds properly. With steel shot, it's not as predictable. With steel shot, you see less difference in the patterns, and then once you get tight beyond a certain point, it will blow the shot. And I think this is largely because of the design. It's designed similar, closer to how the old lead chokes were designed, instead of the extended modern steel shot chokes. I think if it had a longer section where it would taper down over a longer distance, maybe it would be better with steel shot. But I've used it with steel shot, and I've killed all kinds of stuff with it. I've killed geese with it, killed turkeys with it, killed quail, doves, all kinds of stuff. So it's kind of handy if you don't want to be stuck with one choke, or if you got an older gun like this was. This was made in 1973, and it had just a fixed choke. It didn't have screw-in type chokes. So, I would have been stuck with full if I wouldn't have modified it. Now they called me and asked me if I wanted to keep the barrel the same length or cut it down, because you can have them shorten the barrel, even lengthen it. And I told them to keep it the same length. I like how it swings. 30-inch barrel swings really nice. So, for waterfowl, of course, I usually use my 10 gauge most of the time. But this is kind of a fun gun for upland game, or for where I can use lead shot, on doves and stuff like that. Anyway, hope you got something out of this video. And oh yeah, the price on this was, I think the standard model was under 150, and this one was over like 167 or something. Can't remember the exact amount I paid, but it's like $20 difference. I thought, I might as well get the nicer model since I'm going to spend that much money anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.